Hey there, Hunter. How many doors does one room need? This is too many doors. I've got 3 here plus a secure door. And I need to peek around this corner, don't I? Okay, no door there. We probably want to be in cover here from as much as possible. This is good. So let's peek here with Tony. That looks empty. I'm going to open the door just in case there's safes or a guard. There's one corner here, but I'm not going to spend the AP to peek here. If we end up missing something, then I'll come back. Hey there, Anistuffs. If you think a starting room has enough doors, it clearly doesn't have enough doors. Hey there, Shy. We don't really have good cover from this door or this one, right? So I guess we move Prism here. If I move her here and peek, then I can't get out of the way. We obviously don't have anything like net downlink because there's no hacking. So I'm going to leave Prism here, I think, because that's pretty good cover from everything. And mainly we just have to not be seen by guards. So we're going to try to go safely and slowly rather than dangerously and fastly. Hex getting crackling on the audio. Just this stream. Is anyone else having audio problems? Good audio. Okay. Not sure what that is then. Okay, so I wasn't paying attention because I was looking at the chat, but I think there was a pulse drone. And I might have heard one footstep on a guard. But at least there's no one patrolling into this room, so that's good. We got a door down here. I'm pretty sure that this room is patrol free because I'd have heard a lot more footsteps if it wasn't. Could be something on this tile though. So I'm going to step like this just to make sure about that. And this should be okay to end my turn here. I'm not going to open the door, of course. Could be a door around there, maybe. I guess it would be on this tile instead of this one. So we're going to move Tony like this. This door is almost certainly safe to open. But I'm actually going to move Tony here because we can open it next turn. I'm not going to get much vision if I open it and peek because we've got this wall in the way. So it'll be on ambush, but that's not going to hit anyone because no one came through this door before. We didn't hear a pulse drone. So I'm just listening for the sound of this, and then it sounds slightly like a pulse drone. So it's my mistake. That? Okay, so we're noticed by a stationary guard there. He's easy to get around. We've got cover here. I can hide behind him. It's just a question of which one of these is safe. This is his blind spot, so I can get up to here and afford to peek twice. But we're definitely going to get noticed on this tile. Hey there, Storm.
What?
Tony does have Anarchy, so I can steal from him. I need to know what's up here, really, before I decide where I'm going to leave Tony. Because I kind of need Tony to be in cover. I guess I could go here, and that's the safest option. And then I'll peek from here, because that's... No, that's not safe, because he's noticed me on this tile, right? Like, his interest point is here, but he's noticed me on this tile, so he shouldn't go all the way to the door. That doesn't make sense. Like, I can do this and then open the door and then step here. I think that's my best option here. So this should be his interest point, and then I'll step here. That means I can't peek, but I think that's the right thing to do. And if he does end up peeking on this tile, I can cloak. I'm not going to go on to ambush. I think I've done that okay, but I did waste an AP or 2 there. Got a door here. Could be a camera in this corner. As a deactivated camera. We know that this room is patrol free because I'd have heard something last turn if it wasn't. Now let's just hope Tony is okay. Yeah, he does actually go to the door.
I must be jumpy tonight.
So what I can actually do here is steal from him and then open the door, then close the door next to him. We'll take out his heart monitor as well because it's good to do that when I've got nothing else to use my thingamajig on. And now he'll actually stay on the same tile and peek. That gives me a chance to peek around this corner. There's a nanofab here and a power supply. That power supply is going to control this laser panel. We've got no camera in this corner, though. That's important. So I think it could get this console, but it's only 1 power. I think we're going to move up to here and take a look through this door. I'm not necessarily safe to open this door, especially without armor piercing 2 in K&O missions. I think this is only... Oh, it is 3 guarded because we're on day 3. No, I think this is 2 guarded. I think we've just ticked over to day 3, but this is a 2 guarded mission, so probably no armor 2 guards on this mission. My dulcet tones aren't helping. I'm sorry about that, Heck. You could mute the stream and replace it with Enya. I think I am going to open this door. So we've got a shop cat there that's completely irrelevant to us. We're in cover from this guard even if he turns around to peek. Let's try this door. We definitely open. So we've got a stationary guard to steal from and a safe to get into. I don't need to use the disguise here because it's his notice tile. So thank you for the 110 credits. He's definitely stationary because he's got his back to a wall. We'll leave it like this.
Looking around.
So pulse drone is up there.
Nothing.
Yeah, there is a sound of a pulse drone. I wasn't mad. Door up here could be quite annoying to get into because this guy's going to be stationary back on this tile and he'll notice this door, but we can get around him later. Sounds of alerted guards and missions disintegrating into chaos are more snoozy than Enya. Okay, fair enough. That's a demon database with no demon. Could be worth getting, actually, because we've got a nanofab that I want to look in. Prism is the one with the vault access card, so we're about to get into here. That's got 1 firewall and no demon, so this buster chip easily gets in.
What the?
We've already stolen from this guy. So just money in there, but that's fine. We take that. So the real question here is whether I move Tony up to this door or go down here, I think. There could be a door here as well, actually. There could even be a camera on this corner. I think I don't go here because I can't really get through the door safely. So let's try this door. And then I've got cover because I can hide here if necessary. We definitely open this door. So no cameras. I think we know there's no patrol here because I'd have heard them. So I'm going to go here on ambush. Excuse me, just in case of that. And Prism should be absolutely fine there. We've cleared out this side of the map now, unless there is something on this tile. I think that's unlikely. Oh, I do actually zap a guard here. It's a bit unfortunate. I don't like zapping guards. He's going to be out for 2 turns.
I guess I'm just a little amped.
This is Expert Plus, so you've got 2-turn KO rather than 1 on Expert Plus Plus. We get a pass card though, that's okay. Pulse drone here could be worth hacking if I don't need to hack something else. We need to use a buster chip on the vault. The vault could be this way. We also want to find the exits. Could be safe to run here because this guy's going to be on this tile. So he doesn't hear me here, or he shouldn't hear me up to there. And this guy won't hear me into this room. So I think we run.
Did you hear that?
He hears me through this far, but he won't actually come into this room. And then it'll go back to being stationary on this tile. I think I should be okay to run here, yeah. I think I'm going to take a peek through this door. We've seen some stuff through this door, so I'm going to open without peeking. The pulse drone is elsewhere. I can get to here and then open the door, peek, and get into cover if necessary. I might want to come back and pin this guard, though. That does get me past a console. If I do it this way, I'm going to have 3.5 AP, which is enough to hide behind this console, so that should be fine. Or 3.5 is actually enough to get... No, I want to peek from this tile, right? So I'm not going to get this console. I can get that later. We've seen along this file, so I'm fairly sure that this is okay. I don't think there's going to be a guard like here looking this way. might be, though. So this is potentially dangerous, but I can't afford to peek. We definitely open this door. This looks like... so we've got a stationary guard and a safe. This will be a dead end. 2 safes. So I need to steal from this guard. And I need to do this in a way where the... I need to pin this guy, don't I? That's kind of non-optional. So I need to get back through this door, really. This is not the easiest decision I've ever made. Because if I do this, then the pulse drone's going to be up here and I have to get out of the way, but this guard's going to be blocking my path. That's the problem here. And obviously my neural disruptor is on 2 turns cooldown, so I can't zap him next turn. I could shock trap the door, but I really don't want to have to do that kind of thing. This guy's stationary. He should never bother us for the rest of the mission. Hey there, Chisto. I guess I get through this door and pin this guy. Because otherwise I'm going to be stuck here when the pulse drone's going to scan me. It's not nice, and it's going to be a bit slow this way, but I think it's better to pin the guard and not be stuck here when a pulse drone scans me.
Investigating. Must be imagining things.
So one of the downsides of no Incognita, one of the very small downsides is, like, here I haven't explored this tile. If I had some hacking program, then I could just hack this camera to confirm that there's nothing on that tile. But as it is, I'm going to need to explore the rest of the map to eliminate the possibility of there being anything on this tile. So if I find 5 safes and I find the nanofab and I find the exit and I find the vault, then I know that there won't be anything of interest here. There could be like a stationary guard, but if I find all of the other guards, then that eliminates those. So Prism can get here on the guard's blind spots.
Did you see
That's
that?
going to bring him through this way, and then we go up to here. Or I could go this way round, I guess. It's not a big difference. I guess I want to send Prism towards this door to explore. He's going to go back to stationary. Where is the pulse drone gone? We just need to pin this guy, I think. Let's do it like this. I could move Prism up to here to pin this guard while Tony gets the safes. This is probably a dead end. I think I need to hack the pulse drone. Tony does have a buster chip for that. Hey there, Clean Star. Good to see you again. We'll send Prism this way, I think. We've got a nanofab to look in. I can hack this demon database first, maybe. It does cost me a use of the buster chip, which is quite limited, but...
What the?
This guy's coming round this way, we know that for sure. He'll be interested in this tile now. He's coming round this way, and then this is safe. We know that there's no one patrolling in this way. I might as well end the turn peeking there. I think Tony's just pinning this guy for now. It's a validate database here. It tells you what all of the validates are.
Investigating. Guess it was nothing.
Where is this pulse drone? I think I have to leave this guy unpinned temporarily. I can take out his heart monitor. Where did the pulse drone go? There was a pulse drone around here. I guess it's on the other end of its patrol, right? We'll take out this guy's heart monitor so it doesn't hurt well, it doesn't cost me anything to zap him later. Getting into these safes is a bit tricky because of this guard. I might need to just zap this pulse drone. I can hide here from it because we know it's on a straight line patrol and then the door will block its thingamajig. Might be worth using a shock trap on this guy actually in case he tries to come through the door. I think I do that. Because this guy never notices him, right? We know that this kind of tile is safe because there's not a guard looking in this direction. But I'm going to play it a bit safe, hugging this wall, and then we'll take a full peek. So there's 2 safes here as well. Tony has definitely gone in the right direction. So I found 4 safes, and there could be the 5th one here. Hopefully the 5th safe is like through here. Tony can cloak to disable this camera, so we'll use the buster chip on the camera, I think. We'll do that next turn. And this drone's going to be stepping this way. We don't actually need to get this guy to come through the door ever again. That's good. So he's facing diagonally here. I'm just thinking, how can I take out this pulse drone on this tile without having this guard come through the door and be alerted when he sees the dead drone? But when I open the door, he's facing diagonally. I can step here in cover, and then here is noticed. So that distracts him away, and then he never has to come through this door again. So this works fine. Prism is going this way, of course. I guess we do a sprint toggle here so that he's not going to be looking at this door next turn.
Did you hear that?
Could be a camera up there. I'll get to see that when I go here. So there's no camera. Prism's got 2 turns left on this buster chip. This tile should be okay, right? Because he's going to walk this way. I'm in cover from him when he turns. Even if I wasn't, then it would be his turning blind spot. And then when he peeks, he doesn't see me. So I can leave Prism here. Slightly closer to the door than where I am. But just maximizing AP is important here. So Tony shouldn't get scanned by the pulse drone, because he's behind a wall. I could have closed the door, actually, but no big deal. Yeah, so he completely misses Prism.
Must be imagining things.
Oh, what happened?
This guy wakes up. Let me see if there's a way I can do a sprint toggle so that he definitely comes through here, because I want him to be KO'd again after taking out his heart monitor. I need something that's heard by not this guy, but is heard by this guy. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This tile should be okay. So if I do a sprint toggle here, only he hears it. And this guy doesn't hear it, so that's perfect. And we take out this drone. Because I don't want to have to keep avoiding it. It's going to keep coming in through this door. And I don't want to have to keep... I don't want to have to keep taking it out. We use the cloak here because it's a cloaking rig 3, so it lasts for 2 turns, so I can get to this camera next turn. We get the console as well. That's 4 power, which is 2 turns of Prism's Disguise. Very useful. We definitely open this door. So the vaults and the exit have to both be in this direction. So we've got to use the disguise to get past this turret. So Prism is going in the right direction. Hopefully there's no guard on this tile. That's fine. I think we also know there's no patrol in here, right? Hey there, Uncle Strange. Good to see you. So Uncle Strange was streaming this game earlier today. So we're going to use the buster chip on this next turn, otherwise Tony doesn't have way to get past. His cloak will be on cooldown, I guess. Let's disable the disguise. I think that's it for this turn. So he gets shocked. So he should be out for another 2 turns. I can bust this camera now. It's got 2 firewalls. So Buster Chip 1 takes it. And we get into this safe. And then I'm going to get into this safe. I'm going to take a full peek on this door. We know it's safe to do that, because this guy's taken out. This guy's stationary here. Where is Prism? We're going to take this power supply. That was it had a demon. Oh, that was a mistake then. I should have taken the... But Fractal might be okay. What's it put the demons on? So this Shopcat doesn't matter. This Nanofab already had a demon. It may have put a demon on... So I think it did put a demon there. Maybe it already had a demon on. I guess it might have put a demon on the vault terminal, which would be quite annoying. Tony can get this demon database on the way past. Actually, his buster chip will have cooled down because we're going to have to spend several turns getting all 3 of these safes that are left, including distracting the guard. We definitely open this door because I've got cover to get behind. That's the exit. I think we know there's no patrol in here as well. So there's a lot of stationary guards on this level. We've got one in this room, one here, one here. And then the 4th guard was patrolling here, but he's KO'd at the moment. And then there's a pulse drone, and this is 2 guarded, so that should be all of them, right? There might be a camera drone somewhere, but I think it's a pulse drone. I think the pulse drone is an alternative to a camera drone. I definitely open this door because I can get into cover here. There's the vaults. So that's ideal, actually. So where are the guard elevators? We've got one here and one here, so those are really far away. That matters because when we hack the vault terminal, sometimes there's... Actually, no, I've just realized that there's a big problem with this, isn't there? Because I have no way of hacking the power supply. This is the worst vault that I could have gotten. I can't get past the laser grid. Can Tony EMP this thing from here? If I can get Tony here and he actually EMPs the device, then that works, but I can't get to here and use a buster chip. Like the other vaults, you've got this on the outside. So if I can't actually get in here, then that's really annoying. But I at least get the 5 safes. Oh, where's the 5th safe? Is the 5th safe really here? So I found 4 safes. There's nothing left here. So the 5th safe, no, it's here, right? There's the 5th safe. So there isn't going to be anything on this tile. Yeah, I would need to use an EMP pack, but I didn't bring it with me and I didn't upgrade hacking to use it. I can see if the nanofab has something that will let me in, but I don't think there is any such thing. Yeah, if this wasn't lethal, then I could get past it, but because this is K&O, then it's lethal. I guess also the vault is also lethal. No Incognita at all, yeah, that's the challenge. So I can only hack with buster chips, basically, and Tony can use his EMP to get into safes. So getting past cameras has been a big challenge. But at the moment, we've got a cloak for Tony, and Prism's got her disguise, and we've got 2 buster chips that we can use. So we're going to get into this safe now. I need to know what this guy's doing. I think he might be still KO'd, so we'll pin him for another turn. I can refresh his KO with a neural disruptor. Oh, I've used my attack this turn, but I can do it next turn. Yeah, I think I just have to send Prism to the nanofab to hope that there's something she can use to get through here. I want to look in the nanofab anyway in case there's useful stuff, but that's really annoying that we've got this vault layout where the power supply is behind the laser. That's kind of trolley. That guy will be back to his stationary point, so he'll notice this door when I open it, but I can use the disguise to get past him. We've got loads of power for that. It's worth refreshing this guy's KOs. So that uses my attack, which means we're around here for another turn. And that means 1 extra turn to get into the safes, because it's using the attack means no EMP on the safe. But I can do the notice trick here.
You see that?
Yeah, so he's facing diagonally. So we step here to get noticed.
Hey, what was that?
Then step here again. And he's going to walk straight past me. I can steal, get one of these safes, then do a sprint toggle up here. Then this guy's going to be close to waking up. I need to worry about that later, though, I think. Let's use the disguise to get past here, because this guy actually does see, not just notice, these tiles. It's a shame this isn't the vault grid, right? If this controlled both of them, like in the security dispatch mission. Oh, we could have hacked the drone and moved it. You're right. But I've disabled the drone. So I can't do that anymore. I can drag can I really drag a guard through it? Does dragging a guard actually work? If that works, then this is all fine. We disable the disguise here because I don't need it on. If I'm going to get into the nanofab, I want to look in the demon database first. Okay, so I'll drag the guard to get through. That's fine then. That means we're going to KO this guard. So I'll distract him forwards next turn and zap him with Prism. We have taken out his heart monitor, so that's actually fine. And the guard elevators are down here, so we can afford to be here for a while. I guess we're passing the turn there.
Alright.
So he notices nothing.
Jumping thing.
Do grids go on cooldown when triggered? Hey there, Anok, I guess. If the laser grid kills an agent, then it goes on cooldown, I think. If the laser grid kills a guard, then it goes on cooldown. No, that's different. So the grid can reboot. It's not the same as cooldown. This guy is not going to hear this, right? It's too far away for him. So I need to distract this guy like here.
Do you hear something?
Get into one of these safes now. Let's steal from him. Yes, we take the charge pack. Disable his heart monitor, because why not? No, I don't. There is a good reason why not, because that means I don't get into this safe. That's why not. So now I'm here for an extra turn. Yeah, the charge pack is good loot. We pin this guy again. Yeah, that was a mistake. Stupid. But I can pin this guard here. So 2 turns left on this buster chip. We're going to send Prism here. That's not actually heard by the guard, so it has to be like this. We go on to ambush. I got zappy happy. I keep thinking there's no reason not to take out heart monitors, but I've got safes right here. I don't think that's a big mistake, though. It just costs me 1 turn or 2 turns with Tony based on whether juggling this guard is difficult or easy. I guess I could have sent Prism up here to drag this guard instead of taking out this guard, right? Actually, that's got to be the right player, hasn't it? I've got to... I should send Prism... So let's leave Prism hiding like here. So I can get around this guy and then use her to drag this one to the vault, and then I don't have to take out 2 guards. And then I don't have 2 guards to pin. Mod I did, looking directly at Tony, takes out a guard's heart monitor. I'll leave that to you.
Guess it was nothing.
Looking around.
So this guy is going to notice me and I can get past him therefore. So I'm not taking this guy out. We're going to move Prism up to like here. I can get into here and get 1 safe, but then he wakes up. So we'll drag this guy. I guess I get 1 safe and then... So 10 AP, 4.5. I can get this safe and then come back to pin. But then I can't get this safe later without distracting the guy again. Not ideal. I guess when this guy wakes up, Prism can use her attack, right? Because those heart monitors are already out, so I can get this safe, wait outside, and then let him wake up. Just as long as he's facing a good direction for Prism. But Prism can use the disguise if necessary, so we let this guy wake up now. And that gets me to deal with this direction of the map faster. That's going to be the pass card, isn't it? So I can't come back here to pin this card, but I've closed the door. This guy should go back to his corner. I'm not going to close this door because Tony needs to get out next turn. So I get to take the big safe and then we'll leave. I think that's it. This guy is going further in there, so that's fine.
Looking around. Nothing.
So here's the extra guard, all the way down there. Right, he's facing the door, so that's fine. I don't think I want to run here. That said... Yeah, 5.5 is fine. I can drag him to, like, here, I think. Maybe drag him to here. Oh, we definitely get this safe. Yes. Worth it. We're not going to close this door because then this guy would come out and see the downed drone. So we use Prism to zap here. This guy should be facing away. He's armored. I can't zap with Prism. So I need to use Tony's Neural Disruptor on that. That's annoying. Yeah, so I can't zap here with Prism. I think that's fine. We'll just leave Prism peeking like this. I can open this door so that he's going to come through, and then can't ambush him like this, but I can hide here and then ambush it, and then zap him next turn. So that should be fine. Otherwise, I can't get Tony through here to actually zap. Foreshadowing Medgel. I think this is fine. I don't think we're in any real danger in this mission. We've got the extra guard coming. Of course, when I say that, then I'm jinxing it for myself. This guy's going to come back through here. He'll be facing in this direction, so Prism can get past if necessary. Tony can start dragging this guy this way. Prism probably wants to take this demon database, and then Tony can look in here. And we've also got this. I think this is okay. He's going to come through here. I deliberately left the door open, so he actually reached his spot. That's fine, because he only notices this door. So we're going to zap this guard. I guess we can afford to run at this. No, I don't want to run because this guard. So we'll just do the zap like this. I don't want to drag all of the way with Tony. Because I want to let Prism do some of this dragging with her AP as well. We just want to be dragging him towards the vault as fast as possible. So I don't get to know where this guy is going, unfortunately. He'll have moved twice, I guess, by now. So let's use Tony to peek. In case he came through here. Looks like he didn't. So could he have gotten through there? Could he be coming through here next turn? So he could have gone like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1.5, 2.5, 3.5, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if he was coming through this door, he would have done so by now, unless his first patrol point was here and then his second patrol point was into the room. So I need to wait one more turn to be sure of that. I guess I drag him to here and then just wait, just to be absolutely sure that we're not seen by a guard coming up here. Does mean we're going slowly, but I don't think there's a way around that. Let's have a full peek because we can. Yeah, he did come through here, so I was right to be cautious. He's clearly going further in, so I'm not going to peek on him. Because I need to use all of this AP to do the drag. Yeah, I guess we can afford to peek here because I don't want to get through this door until I'm dragging the body. So his patrol point is actually through here. So he is patrolling in and out of this. So I guess we can use this guy to... I don't need to drag him in that case. I can use this guy to get into the vaults. So... yeah, let's do it this way. We'll drop this guy, leave a shock trap on this door, I guess. No, we'll leave the shock trap on this door because he's going to go investigate that. He'll investigate where I zapped him, which is this tile. So we'll send Prism through here. Not sure I want this guy to be blocking my way. Because if I open the door, then he's going to be blocking Tony's path next turn. I can pin this guard one extra turn. I guess we get both agents through next turn. He's not going to have any notice tiles in the room. I can use the disguise, actually. That's got to be right. To just use all of the AP that I have. And we need the disguise to get past this guy next turn anyway. We can do a... we can distract him with the door next turn and then Tony gets past, but the disguise gets Prism past earlier, so that's got to be right. So he's going to notice this door.
Did you see that?
I guess it's got to be like this. But there's demons here, so I want to get the demon database.
Huh?
This Prism's still in disguise here, so this is okay. His interest point is still here, so this is okay. I can actually steal here. Yes, we take the charge pack. Actually, maybe I should just zap here. Because I need to start dragging this guy towards here anyway, and if he's on this side, then I can't zap him. Or I wait until Tony can get here to take out his heart monitor, maybe, but then we're going a bit more slowly. If I zap here, then we've got guard number for the 4th alarm level. So that's guard number 6 on the level. I need to leave the charge pack on the floor, not the vault access card. I guess we can afford to wait while Tony's looking in the demon database, because I need to hack this terminal, and I want to know what the demon is. I guess if I'm hacking it, then I don't need to know what it is, but maybe I want to decide if I'm getting into the nanofab as well. Getting another cloaking rig could be pretty good. Or getting an EMP3 or something, I don't know. His patrol isn't inside the laser grid, Duke Hippo, because this is one of his patrol points and the other one has to be 8 AP away, and none of the tiles on the laser grid are 8 AP away from this patrol point. So he can't end his patrol here. His patrol will be going through the laser grid, but I can't move through the laser grid while the guard is moving. I guess we'll wait to take out his heart monitor. I don't want to take a hit on the alarm level, because that's like losing a turn. even though this is like losing 2 turns. We can deactivate the disguise here though, because we know what this guy's doing. Yeah, the patrol is always going to use all of their
Guess it was
AP.
nothing. Investigating.
I'm guessing here because I
Must be
haven't
jumpy
checked the
tonight.
code, but I believe the way it works is to get a patrol, they choose a random point as one of their patrol points. That's random anywhere on the map. Then they choose a random other point and patrol 8 there. So out of, I would guess it's based on out of all of the points that are 8 or 7.5 AP away. They choose one of those. I need to know where the other end of this patrol is, so we're going to peek like this. So he's patrolling up to there. This is a lamp, so it's not cover. So we hide with Prism here then. This guy's facing this way, so I can actually get to the...
Warning.
I'm encumbered, so I can't sprint toggle. That's annoying. And this guy's going to go back to his stationary point, which means Tony doesn't get through here without the cloak. I should have dropped the med gel, shouldn't I? The lamp says I'll get you next time. I can open this door to distract this guy and then do this. Or I can just use the cloak to get past him. I think I'd rather save the cloak for an emergency. This means using a bit less
Did you see that?
AP this turn, but this should be fine. This means he won't be looking in this direction, so we hack the demon database. Jolt is fine, actually. The server terminal is, the vault terminal is validate, though. So I'm glad that I know that it's validate, but we still have to hack it. But that means we hack this last after getting the stuff in the main vaults.
Looking around. Nothing.
I can't quite get Tony through the door, and I forgot to drop this again, didn't I? But we can get this guy further into the room. This guy's woken up, but his interest point is here, so he gets hit by the shock trap again. And then after that, he's going to wake up and see this down drone, I think, so he'll be distracted in here for quite a bit of time. We don't know where the alarm level 4 guard has gone. I'll be quite unlucky if he's coming this way. I think I step like here and just hope that the guy at alarm level 4, he spawned. Did he spawn on one of these tiles? Do I have vision here? I think based on the different background color, you can tell that a guard spawned here. If I zoom in here, you can see that this tile here is slightly different, and I should be able to see that. If I put this down, then you can see that there's like this floor tile is revealed. So that means a guard spawned here. So they'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.5, 7.5. And then they could get through this door this turn. And they could actually do like, so it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.5, 7.5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.5, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then they can't turn diagonally, but they could turn this way. I guess I'm gonna leave Tony in cover here. Let's have a full peek. We'll drop this so that I can sprint next turn if necessary. I need to be in cover from where this guy's going to be. Let's do it that way. So he gets hit by the shock trap, as expected.
Investigating area.
Alert guard body detected. So he actually saw the pulse drone. So this guy doesn't patrol through here. That's good. That said, again, his first patrol point could be in here, and then his second patrol point could be here, right? I should be okay to sprint here. That said, if I sprint this far, then Tony gets hurt. So I can do a sprint toggle with Prism afterwards to change his thingamajig. That's got to be right, I guess. This is Jolt, so we can get into this later. Maybe. It is only 2 firewalls. Gotta remember this charge pack as well.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, so he's gonna hear that. That means I use Prism to... I can't really do a good noise distraction here with Prism now to change this, right? If I get hurt onto this I can't get hurt onto this tile. If I get hurt onto this tile, then Tony is seen. If I'm hurt onto this tile...
I heard something.
I guess it's 1, 2, 3, 4. I think he hears me on here as well. That's actually really bad. So I have to take him out without taking out his heart monitor now. So Tony just shouldn't have stepped here. Oh, whoops. So let's do it like this. Use Prism's attack. I can't disable sprint at this point. So I don't think even using the disguise allows me to disable sprint. So I'd sprinted too many steps to get there. But here comes the Enforcer for alarm level 5. That means I get located here. And actually taking this guy out now is bad, because if I'd taken him out next turn, then he'd have been awake to be the one who locates me. We'll take out his... No, I guess I don't do that, because I need Tony's EMP to do this. So Prism should be able to drag him here now. Let's leave him like that. I can't sprint because Tony's still encumbered. Why am I not dropping this stuff? So I'm going to have 2 AP like this, and that probably doesn't get me to use into one of the secure safes this turn. But let's do it like this anyway. Oh, I can take this secure safe. So there's only one of these secure safes, unfortunately, but that's fine. It means that Tony's not encumbered on the way out. There's the research experiment. We've got these 2 safes in here and 4 here. So let's pin this guy like here, I guess. This is a case rather than a safe, and I call these safes, even though they're boxes. Well, the ones with money are more like safes than the one with research experiments. I think that's it. So the scan is around there. That's fine. So this gives me a validate. So I'll do this sprinting, I think. Not the best, but he is all the way over there. We sprint with Tony as well. There is no sound bug here. Worth checking that. I need to access this, right? Not just hack it. There we go. I think we're far enough away from the guards that it's okay to end out of cover here. Yeah, this is just Expert Plus, not Expert Plus Plus, heck. So we should be out of here, but I've got to remember to pick up this charge pack.
Investigate.
So there's the enforcer. Oh no, that's just a regular security guard. Okay, that's actually fine. Except for the fact that he's pinning my charge pack and med gel. So we'll just zap him with Tony, get this stuff.
Hey, investigating.
Am I going to try for the nanofab? I could. We've got a buster chip. I've got a cloak. Cloaking rig 2 is so useful for this, isn't it? I can trap these two behind the vault, actually. Let's show that off. Let's drop the research experiment here, because I don't need to take that to the nanofab. We can pick up the charge pack and take that to the nanofab. I can't see far enough to know whether this guy is a danger, so I'll do it like this, and then P can use the cloak next turn. So this is the guy who actually came down here, that's fine. We're going to bring this guy through and pin both of them at once. And Tony can use the EMP on this so that he can get out while the guards are behind the laser thing. I just want to show off what happens when you trap the guards in the in the vault, because we've got a lethal vault, so that is actually a possible thing. These both have 2 KO times, so the jolt will reduce it by 1, but won't actually make them wake up. I think this is fine. You can't trap them in the vault, says heck. Okay then. Not without actually hacking the power supply. No, I can make it reboot, right? I can use Tony to... Oh, I need to actually hack it. So I've got, like... Okay, so we won't do that. Yeah, I think you're right, because otherwise if it's controlled by the enemy, then... Yeah, well, Prism has a buster chip, but it's got 3 firewalls, so I need to use 2 buster chips. Please do that. I do have time. I think I don't even need to cloak here, right? Tony's buster chip is going to be cooling down. And there goes the jolts. This guy should be down to 1, right? Because I just got a jolt. So that doesn't make sense. Neural Disruptor 3 could be pretty good. We sell the charge pack. Hologram projector is nice. Especially if I can't hack cameras. Oh, does Jolt not affect pinned guards? It doesn't say in the description that it doesn't affect pinned guards, so I didn't know that. I'm usually trying to avoid taking out guards at all, so I don't learn a lot of the mechanics that apply in situations that are occurring in this run. So I'll say a lot of things that aren't actually true. I guess we buy the Neural Disruptor 3. We can sell Prism's Neural Disruptor 1 later. I don't think I want a predictive brawling. Maybe I do. Could be good, actually. We've got a lot of money here. Yeah, we're running out of time to get augments. Predictive brawling is fairly good. Let's get that. Let's get this. And I might get a hologram projector here as well, but we do need this money for Anarchy upgrades. I need 1100 to upgrade Anarchy. And we're going to get how much research experiments? I think this is 300. So that gives me about 845 spare, which is enough to get this hologram projector. But then I can't also upgrade hacking to use the EMP. I think this is just good enough to buy anyway. It leaves me with cover in rooms where there are cameras and when I'm waiting for the cloak to... and so on. Hey there, Schmelly Orc. Yeah, so we're encumbered with this, but that's okay. So we're going to drag these two behind here, I guess. And then we're going to be waiting with the Buster chip. At alarm level 6, we're going to get located, aren't we? So then the enforcers are going to be coming this way. I should have dropped an item so I could run. Let's do this. Shock the door. We'll drop one of these things, I guess. How encumbered are we? That's one item, that's 2 items, which I'd failed to get to the nanofab. Prism has 1 inventory slot. Tony has -1 inventory slot. You missed that Jolt doesn't apply to pinned guards, Anog. So I've just learned that. Guess we'll drop this. I can drop it here. Ooh. Actually, it might be better for me to drop the shock trap there, because that's going to take 7 turns to cool down anyway. This is what happens when you loot 2 charge packs and a med gel, and you've only got 2 agents to carry them. So let's actually do the trapping in here. I've got to wait 2 turns on that Buster chip and 4 turns on this one. So if someone's actually coming up this way, that means they are going to get shocked. So what do you actually do with the guard to pass the bridge? You just drag the guard through it.
What was that? Investigating.
So this guy's going to get shocked. Might as well be on ambush here as well. Remember, they still need time to wake up. I know. No, I can't unpin them now. I've got 2 Buster chips that I need to use, not just 1. So he goes out. That means we've got a 3rd prisoner. Someone is still interested in where Prism is, though. So we'll sprint here, drag this guy through. So at this point, Prism can use 1 Buster chip. Then Tony's Buster Chip has 2 turns left, so we'll continue... Oh, whoops. We'll continue pinning these two. We're going to leave Prism in cover there because we've got things going on. Like there's an Enforcer coming this way. So scan grenade being thrown in there. Someone should be coming this way to investigate Prism though. But everyone is out for 2 turns. Let's stay in cover here. He's just got the 1 credit. That's fine. So we can use Tony's Buster Chip next turn. I guess I'm going to leave the... guard on this tile so we can recover 1 KO and then hide like here or something. So those 2 will recover. This guy won't recover, but that's fine. So let's try this. How close is this guy coming to investigate us? Still investigating that room. So let's bust this. We get the mask, that's fine. So now we no longer know that this is validate, except we do know that it's validate. All of these guys are behind the... All of those guys are behind the actual vault, so this is fine. We can sprint here and pick up these 2 as well. Close the door. Actually, I want to peek so that we can actually see them. Am I allowed to toggle gens? I'm not sure what you mean by gens. You mean the power gen? Yeah. That's not using any programs, so that's fine. Yeah, so that's a fair question. It's a no Incognita run. This is using Incognita's view, but this is not using any programs, so that's okay. And anyway, I haven't really gained a benefit from this if anything, then I've just taken on more risk by staying in the mission just to do a meme. Yeah, so Tony can just cloak if absolutely necessary. If someone comes through this door, we've got a cloak. So these 2 are going to wake up and then they're trapped. So if someone actually comes through this door, these guards are on their way. There's the conga line.
What happened? Damn it, they got away.
I guess I shouldn't sprint here because I want them to be...
What was that?
I want him to go up there and be interested, but let's do it like this, and then we'll use the disguise just so that we can see these guys be stuck.
Looking around. Investigating area.
So we've trapped 3 guards. We've taken them prisoner in their own vault. And this is what actually happens when a guard has an interest point that he has no path to. This is an infinite loop. Can Prism walk up there? Tony can, because he's cloaked, right? Like they're still on their infinite loop. I can peek. We can see them. They're trapped. So let's just go out. Okay, that was a successful mission. It's a good thing that you can actually drag a guard through the laser thing. I thought for a moment there that I was going to have to leave without getting the objective. We sell the med gel, of course. We sell the charge pack. And now we can afford to upgrade Anarchy on, I guess, Prism to use these good Buster Chips. We'll give the 2 bad Buster Chips to Tony, good Buster Chips to Prism. We need to give the Shock Trap back, right? So we can also sell this Neural Disruptor 1, give Prism the Neural Disruptor 2. Don't need this. And I guess I want to upgrade Strength here. It's probably not worth carrying this around. Roll credits. Hey there, Terror Ravine. Yeah, I think I want to upgrade Strength just so that I have another infantry slot here. And I don't think I'm going to carry this hologram projector around yet. I could upgrade Strength on Prism as well, but it might be better to save this money for something else. So what are we going to do? There's another vault. That's 4 guarded K&O. So lots of armor in there. We'll get to see a Spec Ops or 2. Cyber Lab. Detention Center, Financial Suite. More Sankaku missions. So FTM could be good because we get the valuable tech there. Not sure about doing a detention center. Could be okay, but we're going to be fairly short on money, I think. This vault could be okay. Prism has no augment slots, so we could do a cyber lab. So I could do a vault and a cyber lab, and then this detention center afterwards. I could actually do the cyber lab, the detention center, and then the vault. But I think we want to do the vault first, right? We want money, and hopefully this is a kind of vault where we can get some good loot without needing the pass card. I think if we go to a vault, then I upgrade Strength on Prism. Yeah, I think that's worth doing. So now we have 4 Buster Chips between us instead of 2. So this is where the hacking starts actually working properly. I think this is all okay. So let's do a 4 guarded K&O mission. So the main problem with this is going to be getting around the turrets. 2 doors in this room. That's interesting. Normally this room only has 1 door. That is a Spec Ops and a heavy security guard. Let's see what they're both doing. He's going away. He's going away. Perfect. But I obviously can't open this door to do a full peek unless I'm in disguise. Let's see what's behind this door. This could be safe to open. We don't have any hacking upgrades still. That's a demon database with no demon, so I might actually take this now. Could be good to know what the demons are, especially for a 4-guarded mission. I don't think it's worth using the disguise just to do a full peek here. So I can leave Prism here, which is likely to be safe. We're unlikely to need to be on ambush here, but I can leave her on ambush anyway. And I'm going to need to use disguise to hack one of these things. And this is why it's useful to know what the demon here is, because I could just shoot a guard, or I could take a demon, and I don't know which one of those is going to be better. So this Spec Ops has 2 diagonals in his path because it was interrupted by this guard. So they got in each other's way. So this guy might actually be going further forward given that they interrupted each other. I can use Tony to peek on that actually. That's mask. That's absolutely fine. So I don't mind taking a mask here. we open this door for sure. Tony can't actually see. This turret has quite a long range, doesn't it? Now Tony can see what this spec... Yeah, so he is actually making another step forward, which is good news. But I want to know what this guy's doing as well. He's turning around. Okay. So their patrol points are like here. That both of them have a patrol point here and a patrol point up here, but they're on a 4-turn cycle because they get in each other's way. So I've got the disguise on. I've got to hack this thing, but then I'm going to be seen. So I've got to use the disguise for 2 turns. Could actually end my turn like this. May not be safe. Let's move Tony up closer to the door. So based on the patrols that these 2 guards are doing, this one doesn't get decloaked by Prism. But I do need to maintain the disguise. Because this guy will be looking this way. We definitely move like this far. I'm just seeing if I can get some more vision on what's up here, because I could just go through this door as well. And then Tony needs to use the cloak to get past this stuff. I think that's worse. I do want to hack this, so I guess we do move Prism up to here. This spot's slightly better, so I can steal and then move. So I do like this first to get more vision in this way and then move to here. And that should be okay. I think that's okay. And this Spec Ops goes forwards. There's a guard walking around behind this door but doesn't come through the door, which is good. So we get to steal here. It's good loot. We'll take this with one of the Buster Chips. Let's mask. It's a bit annoying, but not that annoying. This guy... How does the Spec Ops interact with the Prism disguise? Like, normally if you're right in front of them, then the disguise breaks. But this is technically right in front of the Spec Ops, isn't it? But maybe there's no special case for the Spec Ops. Or maybe the rule is 1 tile away in main vision. Yeah, so this Turtling Herd says that this is not safe. So I've got to steal like this. Charge pack is good. I'm going to take the pass card as well. So leave that on the floor. Take the charge pack. So that's a deactivated camera. Let's move up like this. There could be like a stationary guard on the other side of the door. I don't think there will be a stationary guard facing the door though. This seems okay. I think we know there's no patrol going on in this room because we'd have heard them. So the rule is 1 tile away in main vision. That's good to know. So there's some cover here. I think we know that there's no patrol through this door, so I'm going to disable the disguise here. I don't know if I want to use a Buster Chip to take this down. Probably not. And next turn, this guy's going to be looking at this door. This guy's currently looking at the door, so it's going to take another 3 turns, I think, before this door is not watched. So I could use the cloak to get past here, but I don't think it's worth it. At least we've got Prism exploring. Cooldown on this is only 3 turns, actually. That's quite good. So I could just take this now. That gives me some information. It's portcullis, which is irrelevant because I have no programs anyway. Yeah, let's get this Buster Chip cooling down, I think. It's only 3 turns, and that gives me some information about what's going on in the map. Buster Chips are not affected by portcullis, as far as I know. It's only programs. -2 firewalls broken per program use, and a buster chip is not a program. We might as well end the turn peeking there. We've got something here, but I don't think there will be a door here. Let me just check the... I don't think there's ever going to be a door here. Maybe there is. And Tony is stuck here. So we've got a patrol walking behind that door. So that's interesting. Sometimes this guy is facing this way. And now this guy's gonna go away. This guy's gonna go away. So it's just one more turn that I've got to wait with Tony. That's good. Get the 2 power from this. We know that there's a patrol here. I could check here, but I don't think it's worth it. That's a drone. Probably safe to open this door. This drone's going to turn around. I know that there's a patrol here, but I guess they're behind this door, right? So let's peek.
Warning.
It's definitely safe to open that door. So I probably don't need to hack this camera unless there's something here that Tony can get. This is probably safe. Okay, there's quite a bit this way, so I'm going to peek. No, I can't afford to peek in case there's a guy who comes through this door and turns this way, so I've got to end my turn like this. And then Tony is doing nothing, but that's fine, I guess. So this guy is walking up to there. So from the sounds of it, we've got a patrol somewhere between this corner and this corner. And then this drone is looking away at this point, so I'm going to be able to get to here and take a peek. And then if I do this, I have to go through the door. Or if I do this, then I can hide here, so that should be fine. It's safe to open this door because I can get to here. That's not noticed. And now this is my hiding spot because we know the drone is going over there. This is probably safe. I don't think that the guy will ever be patrolling onto this tile, or very rarely. So that gets me through this door. Means I'm not stuck here again. On the other hand, I don't get to steal the power from the drone. If only I knew what this guy was doing. Let's use Tony. This could just be a dead end, or might be the vaults. This looks like a Tony
Did you
ring.
see that?
Ah, that's bad. I guess I use the cloak here. Because otherwise there's nothing safe for Tony to do. Yes, let's take the pass card. So there's a safe here that Tony can get next turn, but that just deactivates the cloak, so I'd rather do it like this, I guess. Let's close the door so that he closes the door. I think we know that there's no other patrol here. This guy might have been stationary before, actually. Not sure. He probably patrols through this door. What are we doing with Prism? If it's like 3, 4.5, 5.5, 7, then that wouldn't be a full patrol. So I think this is always safe unless someone comes through this door. How many guards have we seen? 3, 4 plus the camera drone. This is 4 guarded, so there will be more guards than that. There will be a 5th guard and possibly a pulse drone as well. Or another camera drone, maybe. I'm not sure about that. Let's just be safe here, because I don't know if there's someone walking through this door. It won't be a drone, but there could be there will be a 5th guard somewhere on this level. So this is safe from the drone. Tony should be safe here.
Investigating. Must be imagining things.
Alarm level 1. Additional cameras.
And here we have the lamp that's not cover.
Don't let them see you.
Let's do a sprint toggle
heard
here
something.
so that we know what he's doing next turn. We definitely open this door. This is a bunch of safes. We need to hack this camera, right? And the... Like, Tony's definitely getting into here because there's so many safes, right? So if I hack the camera, then I can only get to here. Then I can't actually get safe from the turrets afterwards. So this is actually a problem. I need more AP than this. Could hack the turrets and then get seen by the camera next turn. Oh, I know what I can do. I can hack the turrets, then EMP the camera maybe, but the EMP only affects it for one turn. Actually, this works because I can use the buster chip next turn, can't I? So we hack the turrets. Then I wait here, and I'm not going to move when the camera sees me. The cloak wears off at the beginning of my next turn, so even if I do get seen by the camera, it's this guy who comes to investigate. I can steal the power from this drone now. Let's take a look through that door. Could hack the drone, actually. Let's do that. Let's go exploring. I'm not going to open this door while Prism could be seen. This is probably safe. Where is that guard? Is he patrolling through this door? Or is he up there? Let's hack this camera. Yeah, there he is. So he actually patrols through this door. So I have to hide like here. Or here is his blind spots. But this should be fine. So we send the drone through this door now. That's more stuff for Tony to get. So let's move the drone up this way because I can still explore with it next turn. And then this is the guy's blind spots. I guess I'm just going to leave Prism here, I think. It's the same number of tiles away from this door, but it's just a bit safer in case there's a guard who comes here. So Tony's, I think, doesn't get seen by this camera next turn because he doesn't move until the camera actually gets hacked. So this should be fine.
Investigating.
That guy goes to the corner.
Nothing.
Yeah, so now we hack the camera, and that means that Tony never gets seen by it, and we can get into all of these safes. So we get the big safe first, because that's always the priority. And I need to be in cover from what this guy is doing, so I guess we hide here on ambush. No, I can't ambush, actually, because I've used my... I should have peeked at him, right? That was a mistake. Yeah, so you actually have to move. You have to do some action while the camera is seeing you in order for the camera, in order for that to trigger. And peeking is an action. So if I like peek, then the camera sees me. As observing a guard's movement is not an action, so the camera doesn't care about that. Using the buster chip, I guess, is an action, but the camera is already hacked by then, so that works. We're going to send this camera drone up to explore. That looks like a vault to me. And I'm one tile short of disabling it. So these have demons on, but that's fine because Tony can EMP them. And this is the bad kind of vault because we actually have to carry the loot out. We don't have the pass card, so we don't get into the actual money boxes. The better kind of vault is when we get the money boxes and then these are hidden behind the wall. Because then we don't need to carry the loot out. I guess we leave this camera drone here so that this guy sees it when it's rebooting, maybe. But I don't think he actually gets to see it when it's rebooting because the way the patrol works is the parity is wrong. So if I could move this here now, then Prism could just get into the vault. But I think it's Tony getting into this vault anyway. I guess we'll leave it here. We think we know there's no camera in this corner. This guy's facing away. We've had a peek through here, so this should all be fine. So I can steal from this guard now. This camera doesn't see me. I could go to get that console here. Or I could take a look through this door. I guess we take a look through the door. This guy definitely turns around. This is all fine. I can be on ambush just in case. So it looks like it's just a risk of whether Tony gets seen here, because we didn't know what this guy's patrol was. I guess he's more likely to go up here. So one end of his patrol was like here, wasn't it? 1.5, 2.5, 4, 5, 4. He was here, so it's 1.5, 2.5, 4, 5, 6.5. So that wouldn't be a full patrol if he actually came up to here. So I think Tony is safe. And we're going to need to use... Ah, right. And I don't actually have a way to stop this guy getting shot now. I forgot that the turret was mine. So I could disable the power supply here. Depends whether I want him to not get shot. I can't toggle it because I haven't controlled the power supply. I've controlled the turret. And I've just used my other buster chip on this camera, so they're both cooling down. So I can't hack them. I cannot disable the turret based on this. You need to control the generator to disable the turrets. Let's see what he wants to do. He wants to go up there, which is fine by me. So I think what I'm actually going to do is disable this, because I don't want to take the hits on the alarm level by actually killing him. Huntero says, let it shoot. It cost me 2 on the alarm tracker. It's better not to do that. We definitely open this door. Okay, so we've got a security guard there. That's the exit. I can actually get past him now. That seems good. Yeah, the turret is also quite loud. I think we definitely open this door as well, because I've got the disguise if necessary. Here's a turret and a console. I don't need this. Like, I have to use the power to disguise to actually stand here. I guess I could be seen by the turrets and then step away and be safe. I guess we just do this. But this guy's going to be blocking Prism's way out, but it's got to be Tony that gets here. And also Tony needs to do this, and Tony needs to do this. So Tony's doing everything this mission, unfortunately. I guess Prism can buster chip this and the nanofab. Labyrinth is maybe okay. Yes, so this guy's going to be in cover from the turret. Oh, this has actually come online now, because it only disabled for my turn, so actually...
Investigating.
No, that's fine. So this is actually an infinite stall, isn't it? Because it comes online at the end of my turn. It only reboots for 1 turn, so it comes online at the end of my turn, and then I do this again, and then he's stalled again. I need to do this, otherwise he gets shot. But eventually my buster chips will cool down so I can hack this. I think it's going to be safe for me to step here. It's only the turret that sees me. The turret doesn't work like a camera, so it doesn't bring... Can I get the console while it's looking at me? Does anyone know that? I guess this would be a bad way to find out. Let's not risk it. Let's see what he's doing anyway. He's patrolling in here. Okay, so I've got to hide like here. I can go to cover, but then if it's tracking me, then I can't step. Oh, there's actually cover that I can use, isn't there? Because this is cover, this is cover, this is cover. So I can actually get to the... I didn't notice that. Why didn't I notice that I could step on cover tiles to get here? Anyway, let's leave Prism here for now. So this guy still wants to go to the corner. We're just waiting for Tony's buster chip and cloak. Because I need to cloak to get past these guards, probably. There's also a camera here. Yeah, so this turret's on Overwatch again, so I need to disable it again with Tony. And 1 turn left on a buster chip. So this guy's going to take 1 step at a time. And unfortunately, because that uses up his EMP attack, then I can't use the EMP attack to get into this safe as well. I can get to this console and get in cover. That seems reasonable. This drone is alerted now. But the drone shouldn't come out and see me here. I'm too far away from it, so... I guess that's it. We might as well leave Tony there because this guy's going this direction. Poor guard just wants to check the camera, but the turret keeps threatening to shoot him. The thing is, he doesn't know that the turret is threatening him. That's the strange thing. Because if he thought the turret was threatening him, then he should be alerted. It's like, this turret is a traitor, but he hasn't even noticed the turret. He doesn't have an interest point here, but yet he knows to stop. So it's just a strange thing about the guard behavior that's a consequence of the rules. Now I can hack this. I need to wait another turn. Because this had 3 firewalls, because the firewalls just went up. So I need to do this again. And then we get into it. Then we hack this again next turn, and I get into this safe. This is going kind of slowly. I guess I can buster chip this camera again. Let's sprint toggle this guy. This seems fine. I can use the camera drone to keep this open. I still want Tony to do this, but Labyrinth is not the best. But if I get this after Tony's through here using the cloak, then it's probably okay. Modulate and Fractal are actually okay. I could just send Prism up here, but the 5 firewalls I can't get into with 1 use of the buster chip. I think I'm going to send Prism this way. So I can take at least one of the safes using the buster chips that I've got. This guy's going to be stalled for another turn. And then we can hack the power supply.
Investigating area. It must be jumping tonight.
Finally. So now it's safe. Now this guy doesn't get shot. I can get into this safe in this guy's vision. He sees me get into the safe. Haven't taken out his heart monitor, but that's okay. We'll go for this safe next turn. We know what he's doing, so this is all fine. The worst part is the guard will never know how much effort I went through to save him. He's welcome to it, though. So I might just get the rest of this, get this safe with Prism so that Tony doesn't have to do everything. I might take the labyrinth as well, because if there's something good in here, like a shock trap could be fairly good. I get a shock trap 3. Just get full vision here so we know there's no stationary guard or something like that. It's better to have this drone facing a wall so it's not looking this way when it wakes up. This one is better so that it's in cover from this guy.
Looking around. Must be imagining things.
So the question here is if I have enough AP to get this safe, then cloak, and then get up to here. So 5.5 gets me like here. His AP is 10. I don't think there's actually any security doors here. But this pass card is pointless. So 5.5 or 2.5, 1.5, a half gets me to here. And then with 10 AP, it's going to be like 1, 4, 6, 7.5, 8.5, 9.5. So I don't actually get through the door. So we've got to just take this a little bit slower. He's going up to the corner, so that's fine. I can wait on this tile now. And then cloak next turn to get past the cameras and the camera and the guards. So 1 turn left on one of these buster chips. I can get into this safe as well. No demon there, so that's fine. I think we've stolen from every guard now. So we're going to use this cloak. That's a pass card, which I don't need. Drone wakes up again, but that's fine. I probably will need to hack this with, I guess, one of Prism's buster chips, but we'll have time for that. This one's almost cooled down. This drone's going to scan its own tile. This guard is going to come back and be on here. Hey there, Watsu. Good to see you again. Yeah, this is the no hacking run. No Incognita. You see a vault? Yes, we're going to do the vaults last, I guess. So this Spec Ops is going to see the door when Tony gets through, but Tony can get through this door as well, so all of this should be no problem. I'm not expecting there to be anything here. We've found 3, 4, 5 safes. We found the nanofab. I don't care if there's a shop cat hiding somewhere. And we found the objective and the exit, so that's everything on the map.
Did you see
And
that?
we're cloaked here, so this is all fine.
Warning.
Like this. Kind of want to know what that drone's going to do. This guy needs to get out of the way. What kind of mods introduce all of this banter, by the way? Well, we have someone in the chat who's quite able to tell you about that. Where's Heck when you need her? So we'll Buster Chip this next turn. I think this camera drone is going to start moving around. So let's peek on it like this to see what it's going to do. So it's coming out there to do a scan, so that's going to be fine. Maybe Cat's resting. That's Heck.
Looking around. Nothing.
Alarm level 3.
So they're all the way down there. Highly likely not to be patrolling up here. This Spec Ops has finished investigating the door. Yeah, she did say she was feeling sleepy. So the banter is from the additional banter mod and the talkative agents mod. So there's 2 mods that add more chat between the agents and the guards. That's fine. So we hack this thing. It has no demon. And then I guess we hide in here. We have stolen the power from the drone. We're not going to EMP it. Let's drop this pass card so that I don't become encumbered when I take these things. Yeah, so the additional banter mod adds more banters at the beginning of the mission, and then the extra chatting during the mission is from the talkative agents mod. So Tony should be quite safe from this guard here because he's 90-degree vision. And now we're going to be encumbered taking this, but we're only encumbered once, so that's actually okay. This guy's going to turn around again. I don't know what this drone's going to do, but I think we're okay from it. So we've got a nanofab to look in, and then we're just going for the exit. Does Prism have another? No, she doesn't. So we'll send Prism up to the nanofab and Tony up to the exit, I guess. So we don't get to see where the alarm level 3 guard is walking because he doesn't come into this room and we don't have any other cameras. That drone's interested there. So I'm going to leave Tony hiding here for now. We'll move Prism this way though.
Warning.
Oh, can't do that with a hotkey because there's 2 doors here. So drone scans. Still no sight of what the other guard down here is doing. Hopefully he's not coming this way. But this should be fine. No, that's not fine because this guy's on this end of his patrol. So I need to do a sprint toggle here with Prism. I thought the guard was here, but he's actually here. So we do a sprint toggle.
I heard something.
That means he's going to come out here. It's actually better to sprint toggle him to the corner, I guess. Hey there, Cyclops.
Throwing grenade.
He's throwing a grenade. Okay. So this gives me the labyrinth, so we probably want to move Tony first. This guy is going to notice the door again, but that's fine.
Did you see that?
Take out the heart monitor. No, this isn't covered because it's a lamp, that's why. That's why I can't get to this thing. It's because it's a lamp. Can't get to the console using cover. We peek with the door open though. Now let's take the labyrinth.
Installed.
So what does this nanofab have for me? Gel injectors is just bad. Buster chip 4. We sell this. Paralyzer 4 is possible. Buster chip 4 is possible. Because these only hack 4 firewalls at a time, so I could just get this. And it can be refilled using a charge pack. Why not both? Because I've got a lot of items and not much inventory space. Yeah. I think we get the Buster Chip 4 because we need more hacking. Incognita will be jealous. Well, Incognita can hack like 20 firewalls at once on a camera using Oracle, so I don't think she's going to be jealous. Do I get this Paralyzer 4? We're going to need to upgrade strength, but I'll have money for that. We're carrying 2 research experiments, so that's like 600. Let me just check on Tony. Yeah, these are 500 credits each, so that's worth 1,000. So if I get this, we're going to have... If I get this, we're going to have 1,800 money left, which is plenty for upgrading strength. I might want to upgrade hacking though, so that we can get more power for Prism's disguise on the final mission, and also be able to use the EMP pack that we got. I don't like gel injectors. It's good early in the mission, but it's bad if you get into a bad situation. And at this point in the run, it's more about minimizing the chance of something going horribly wrong. Oh, is there a credit scaling for different difficulties? I didn't know that. I guess we get the Paralyzer as well. So this guy's thrown a grenade somewhere, but it shouldn't hit me through the door. I'm fairly sure of that. I don't know what the drone's going to do though, so let's hide here. So the drone's probably coming into this door. And if it does hit me through the door, which I think it shouldn't, but if it does, then I'll be very annoyed.
Warning.
Oh, I used my attack to take out his heart monitor, that's fine. We can just zap this guy with the Neural Disruptor 3.
Investigating.
It gets him out of the way.
Alarm level 4. Additional guard patrols. They are coming through.
Yeah, so for those who were really interested in the in these kinds of details that we're learning from this stream, do join the Invisible Ink Discord server. And there's a fairly active community with quite a few players, especially a lot of... there's a lot of people who mod the game there, and people who read the game's code, and they know a lot of very useful details. I can't run because of Labyrinth. Also, I'm encumbered. They know a lot of details about edge cases, or exactly how things are computed, or exactly what guards will do in what certain situations. So it's like I learn a lot from them as well. There's a link to the Discord in the description under this video. So what's the safest way of doing this? Because I can zap this guard right now and it costs me nothing on the alarm tracker. I've got a Neural Disruptor 3, so this works. And that's predictive brawling as well, so that's quite nice. I can zap this guy. He's going back in. But if I zap him, then I know what this guy's doing. And that's sort of better than a sprint toggle here that I can't do. Because if I could do a sprint toggle... Well, it's not better than a sprint toggle, but if I could do a sprint toggle, I'd do that. But if I can't do a sprint toggle, then I can zap this guard. This guy will be interested in the downed guard. And that leaves me safe to go through here as well. And we can also use the disguise to get all the way there, if necessary. Yeah, there's some slow thing happening. Let's use the paralyzer already. There's some slowing down on the animation when you zap a guard, which is a bit annoying, but it seems to happen to everyone. Let's drop this and then sprint and pick it up next turn, I think. I think I can sprint with Labyrinth.
Guard down.
So he's going to pin this guy. He's out for 10 turns. That's amazing. And he's out for even longer because he's being pinned by his friend. Yes, I can sprint with Labyrinth. I can't quite get out, but this should be fine.
Investigating. Investigating area.
So I haven't left any loot on the ground. Those are just past cards. All of this is good. Let's escape.